At any given time, I've got to have something going on. So I have a new quadcopter build here. I've been wanting something, as I'm building the 450, I wanted something a little bit larger. And so I decided I was going to build one. I was going to scratch build a frame, but I ran across this little frame for next to nothing, and so I decided to buy it. The interesting thing about this frame is it's got the landing gear that I was interested in, so I could put bigger camera, put my bigger HD camcorder on there, my 1080p camcorder on here, and video that way. Or I could actually hang, if I have enough thrust, I could actually suspend a SLR. I got a couple of digital SLRs for taking some really high quality photos. I decided to go with these DT700 motors. The 700 and the 750s are very, very attractive. The higher kV versions of these motors are not quite as attractive because the amp draws go way up and the efficiency, I believe, is going to go way down. So 700 and the 750s are the sweet spot for these motors. I ordered them, got them in, and really was surprised at the size of the bells on these things. These things are when you see, I see videos of people using these and see pictures on the net, and when you see them, it's deceptively small. When you get them in, or they were a whole lot bigger than I expected them to be. So anyway, basically we got aluminum arms here, 550 millimeter fiberglass frame, and this thing mounts with this little pillar system right here. The bottom is my power distribution board. My battery goes in, and I've got all the positives and negatives I can solder to all the devices on the bottom. The next device up is my flight controller, and for this particular one I've got the Multi-Wii Lite controller board. Never tried the Multi-Wii controller board, but it also has auto level feature on it, although I understand it's a pain in the butt to set these things up. But I got one, thought I'd give it a try, see if I can get it to fly, see if I like the way it flies. If I have any trouble with it, I've actually got another controller right here, which is just another KK board. These darn things are so cheap these days that every time I make an order somewhere, I just throw an extra one on there, because you never know, you can flash them to, you know, as airplane stabilizers and quadcopter, tricopter, they'll do just about anything. So I don't think you can have too many of them. So anyway, yeah, I've got the Multi-Wii on this and these DT700 motors. I'll be putting the Turnigy Plush 18 speed controllers. I got 4 of those, and these are supposed to be fairly decent speed controllers for multi-rotor craft, so I'm going to try those this time around. And on top of that, 11 by 4.5 props are going to be spinning on these motors right here. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what this will do. I've got everything I need to put this together with the exception of bullet connectors. I didn't realize these motors didn't come with the bullet connectors, so I had to order some bullet connectors. Hopefully they'll be here tomorrow or Tuesday, and I'll be able to hook the motors up, speed controllers, solder everything to my power distribution board, and try to see if I can do something with that Multi-Wii controller. Been looking on the internet about how to set these things up, and to be perfectly honest, it looks like it's over my head. So I'm going to be maybe looking for some help on that. If anybody's ever configured one of these Multi-Wii Lite boards, I'd like to get some input on that. Also, if anybody out there has flashed the KK boards, I'm having a bit of trouble with that. I need to flash my KK version 2 board with the newest firmware, and I downloaded the tool to do that, but it doesn't seem to run on my computer for some reason. I'm not sure. But anyway, if anybody's got any insight on getting that done, I'd like to pick your brain on that as well.